Good morning. Might be a little long one because we're going to build on the persecution that your lead discussed with you yesterday. The persecution of this new healing art and successful practice called chiropractic. I want you to know that of those chiropractors jailed that we talked about yesterday, they had a greater than 90% success rate in their defense that they were practicing medicine without a license, right? And in the chiropractor's defense strategy, they used 4 clear concepts. Number 1, the chiropractic is not medicine. It has a clear and distinct, separate philosophy and practice. Number 2, chiropractors do not diagnose. Remember I said yesterday, at the time, they were analyzing the spine for the cause of disease. Number 3, chiropractors do not treat. We still do not treat. We adjust the spine for the cause of dis-ease. And number 4, what I like the most is that the chiropractic profession was built upon the success in cases where medicine had failed the patient. And it's because of those successes that only 15 years into chiropractic, there were already 16,000 practicing chiropractors. And this was at a time where the med schools were only graduating 3,500 a year. So if you can think about those numbers and extrapolate those out, you see where the fear came and the threat we posed to medicine was. And because of that, on our social media post yesterday is why you saw that the AMA created a committee on quackery, this smear campaign that was highly successful and is still linked to chiropractic today. Google chiropractic, you'll see quack, quackery, etc. But let's not merely talk about the medical onslaught of chiropractic. Let's look at where we failed to become cultural authorities and leaders in healthcare, where we went wrong over the years, what we haven't been able to correct, why we can't get out of our own way, and lastly, what needs to be done about it. Number 1, sadly, to the profession and the patients that we serve, there are still chiropractors that remain mired in this 19th century mindset of chiropractic versus medicine. Number 2, other mindsets that need to change. Different techniques. Docs in chiropractic, here's a few of them I can think of. There are more. Flexion distraction, activator, AO, torque release, Blair, muscle energy technique, Gonstead, AK, Thompson, SOT, Graston, Logan Basic, Palmer Package, CBP, Pettibon, Pierce, Network, Pro Adjuster, Nuka. There are more. That's unbelievable because these incongruences in techniques leads to a misunderstanding from the general public and of course from the medical profession and researchers as to what it is that we do. What happens when a patient walks in? What care does a chiropractor provide? So the less neurological, even the less structurally founded techniques contribute to this misunderstanding. And I think they got to go. Number 3, can't get out of our own way because of our term subluxation. It's controversial itself within the chiropractic profession. It's misunderstood by the public. It's a word they've never heard. And not only to the public, again, foreign language for medical doctors. The term itself is undeniably and forever linked to chiropractic's beginning when we were unscientific. And with that word subluxation comes the mindset of the hard bone off the soft nerve. We have to get rid of it. After radical success in the patients, after 1, 2, 3 adjustments, nothing would have changed on their x-rays. Although sometimes very real, setting a bone back into place with an adjustment is old, antiquated, out. So what options do we have moving forward? And we're going to discuss these more tomorrow. I'm going to simplify them in 3 categories. 1, maintain the status quo. 2, divide the profession and let every faction fend for itself. Or 3, move forward as a united profession clear and concise messaging, patient care, and really start taking that leadership role in our place, which we'll discuss more tomorrow, our rightful place in leadership, in health and wellness in our communities. Thanks, guys. Have a great Thursday.